Welcome back to the Grant Harvey Arena, folks, for Game 2 of your Moncton Hawks. As we get ready for face-off. In goal, we got first-year Jaden Richford. Hawks still sporting their white colors. We'll see their black jerseys tomorrow. Puck chipped out in the neutral zone. Doesn't quite make it. Hawks now behind their net, looking for an outlet pass. That gets caught off, but picked up again by Boudreaux as he works in. Quick little pass. Almost a quick start like last game, as that one just shifted through the crease. Hawks again trying to get some wood on that one. They fumble on the shot. Back the other way come the Voyageurs. Voyageurs are from Grand Falls. One of the teams still making their final cuts. Hawks behind the net as they cycle back. That one squirts through, and the Voyageurs unable to get control of it. Shot on net, deflected into the far corner. Kept in by the Hawks as they get the puck behind the net. Throwing some bodies early. Back to the point, that gets blocked. Again, tried to center that pass, but Melia gets in a little bit too deep. That's a shot on net, deflects up, and the goalie will cover it. Voyageurs played Miramichi earlier today. 1-0 game for Miramichi. Hawks try to go right through off the draw. They pick up the puck behind the net, try to center it there. The goalie had no idea it was coming out to the middle. Shot on net from the point by St. Clair. Another shot, that just goes up and over the net. St. Clair tries to hold the line, but that squeaks out. Melia covers him. He reverses it back to St. Clair. St. Clair just misses his target. As Refuse picks it up, tries to get in there, and not sure what that hit. Bounced to the side, but that was a close one. Hawks again, D-to-D pass. Nice pass up to Fournette. Fournette tries to dangle, gets a shot away. That tips wide. Earlier today, we've seen there's a shot from the slot, and that gets blocked down. Gaudette shoots. That gets tipped wide. So earlier today, we've seen our returning players, Fournette and Arsenault, really take over the game. That's offside. Each got a couple of goals themselves, so we'll see if they can continue their strong play as second years. Big strong line on here as Dominic Cormier centers it. Cormier and Fournette. This one squeaks through off the ref. That's going to cause an offside. Voyageurs win the draw, but they're unable to clear the zone. Good pressure by the Hawks as they work it up the side of the boards to keep it in the zone. Finally squirts out. Knocked back again. Voyageurs come through the line, drop it back. Good pickup by Landon. You muck it up in the corner, that squirts out the other side. Hawks do a little chip and go. It's Fournette now, working his way through the neutral zone. He wanted to tee that puck up, but it just squirts away. He's going to go for a change. New legs come in. And that's offside, so Moncton's got to clear the zone. Grand Falls missed their pass through the neutral zone. Here's Abel Agnew moving it up. Little McPherson coming through as he cuts across the ice and gets it in deep. He throws the body. Picks it up behind the net. Still working hard. Elbows are flying. They got to be careful there. Finally, Agnew drops it to Casey. Casey back to Richard, Richard back to Robinson. Quick shot on net. That deflects off a couple shin pads. McPherson picks it up. Tries to center it for a one-timer. Not off by much. A couple good chances here early on by our Hawks. Richard skates it in, chips it in deep, and goes on the chase. Casey backing him up. Richard to Casey. Casey tries to fire one for a tip, rebound, and that just hits the side of the net. It was an open net there for McPherson. There's a shot from the slot. Good save by the goalie as Robichaud almost squeaks one by. Robichaud, Martin, and Refuse. Martin just has it squeak off his stick, shot behind the net. Robichaud throws the puck over to the far corner. Now Refuse tries to cycle it back. That goes off the ref. Millier trying to squeak in. Here's a shot. His stick is stick check last second. Robichaud shot from the point by St. Clair, deflected wide. Another shot on net. Goalie's not sure where that one is as it popped up and down. Centering pass, deflected. Millier with a shot. Refuge. As he almost got one there. St. Clair flying through the neutral zone. Quick shot. Goalie gloves that down, and we're going to get a face-off. Fresh legs on the ice coming for the Hawks. Hawks work their way out. Quick backhander. Goalie stops it, but it floated just beside him and could have been an easy pickup for a goal if somebody would have been there. Side note today, Jay Cornett Patterson was injured last game and has sat out this game. He's one of our first years. Big hit behind the net as the Voyageurs crush him. Gaudet able to hold it in for net to Arsenault. Arsenault tried to give it back. Gets caught up in a skate, and the Voyageurs coming the other way. Here comes Gaudet working his way in. Cycles back to Arsenault. Arsenault collides with one of the Grand Falls members, and Grand Falls able to chip it out at the end here. Arsenault tries to center it out front. The puck's loose. Quick shot just over the net as Cormier Had a bunch of net to put that in, and not so lucky this time. There's shoulder of the goalie. Goalie making the saves, but losing his rebounds. If the Hawks players could find them, they might be able to bury one, as we had a couple good chances here. McPherson tries to drop that one back, but doesn't get much on it. Grand Falls skates. Millier, such a big body, back on the back end as a returning player as well. Able to keep that puck in, but they call that offside. That was close. We'll give it to the linesman on that one, as that's offside. Millier steps up and lays the body. Hawks overskate that one. Puck jumping around here. And Falls unable to get control and settle it down. Now we got a 2-on-1 brewing up for the Hawks. Great pass, quick shot, great save by the goalie, rebound. That just flies over the crossbar. The net gets knocked off its moorings. Close one there. Grand Falls goalie comes up with a stellar save to hold us off the scoreboard. Draw one, quick shot by Sinclair. That's blocked down. And Falls chips it in. Millier moves it up. Centering pass just skips off the stick. Along the boards, chips it forward. Two Hawks players. Nice hit as the Hawks are getting physical here. Guedette walking in, quick shot right on.
Jamie, you're kind of giving him the business.
Okay. Oh, right in, right off the draw. Frenette's got to be careful there as he cross-checks back of the Grand Falls player, even though he didn't like what he may have got. Close call there as Cormier goes right through on the draw and almost able to squeak one in. Again, Frenette picks up that loose puck. Quick shot, nice goal by Arsenault. As he was set up like a loaded pistol in the slot, and he makes no mistake this time as he puts it to the back of the net. Frenette chips it in. Gudet now, just a quick little shot on net. There's a rebound there for Fournette. Just squirts out of his reach. Agnew in to try to hold his own. That finally skips out. Gudet almost puts it off a shin pad, creates an odd man rush. Quick little pass to the far side. That trickles up and over the net. Here comes Arsenault. He loses the puck at the line as one of the Grand Falls players jumped right on the ice last second, was able to get a stick involved. Big hit there as Fournette puts the body to 13. Great pressure by Grand. See what the lightning rod McPherson has here as he's been throwing the body. Smallest player on the team, but you wouldn't know it how he plays. Casey now walking in. He tries to tuck and roll that baby. McPherson, there he goes. They dig it up behind the net. McPherson with a couple cross checks. He's in there digging. That squirts out the far side now. This is Casey looking for an option. He drops it back to Robichaud. Robichaud's got a little room to walk there. Gets stick checked at the last second. McPherson comes in to help. He picks up the puck. McPherson cycles back to Robichaud. Finally squirts off the stick, and Grand Falls missed their neutral zone pass, and the Hawks able to pick that back up. Pachis Richard moves through the neutral zone into the zone. He's going to get to the slot. Quick shot. Oh, just stick check last second, but still drives to the net. Able to create a little chaos, and his teammate comes in, help bounce a couple bodies around. Nonetheless, he'll get credit with the goal. St. Clair looking for an option as he goes to Millier. Millier back to St. Clair, but that's off the mark. St. Clair just chips it up, however. Robichaud misses Martin. That's wrapped all the way around the other side. Move back to the D. St. Clair's going to have a room here to let a zapper go. He does. Hits his own player in the body, but there's rebounds. Chaos in front of the net. Who's going to find the puck first? Squirts back out to the D. Millier now, you know he's got a hard shot. That goes off an ankle. Shoots it right back in deep. Finally out the other way. Grand Falls knocks it in. Robichaud now. Little chip up the boards as he was looking for refuse on the fast break. Now Millier shot from out far. Goalie gloves that down, and we'll get a little stoppage with 30 seconds here to go in the first period. Abel Agnew tries to get a quick shot. That gets deflected. Another shot from the point, deflected wide. Cormier tries to make his way to the middle. Quick shot, and they saved by the goaler. First on it, centering to Fournette. Someone's on Fournette quick as he dishes it back. Now Arsenault. Hawks able to capitalize early. Get themselves up 2-0 after the first period. Each team has their own dressing room. They're able to keep their gear here all weekend long. Pretty nice facility here. And we're getting ready for period number 2. Up front again, we got Cormier, Fournette, and Arsenault. No one squeaks out, but Guedette jumps up and knocks that right back in. Grand Falls trying to drop that back, but first on it was the Hawks players. Now Arsenault picking it up, trying to make something happen. That squirts off his stick. Agnew, D to D, up through the neutral zone. Nice pass to Fournette. Fournette going to able to skate that and chip it in deep. He's still on it. That gets caught up in the skates of Grand Falls player. Tries to shoot it off the glass and in, but Guedette able to hold it in and get it back in deep. Agnew up to try to hold it in here. Guedette jumps the pass. He's going to wheel and deal. Trying to make something happen. Oh, great job as he tries to fight off 2 defenders and able to get the stick on the puck to pass it over. Great effort there as the Hawks go up 3-0. Robinson misses his target, but picked up again. Puck chipped out to McPherson. Boudreau sends it in and goes on the chase. He's first at it, too. Drops it back to Casey. Casey now got some time to look around. Looks in the slot. That's just off a skate as he tried to go back right to the slot area where he was set up. Now Casey's got some room there for a quick shot, and he takes it. That just goes wide. First on it again is the Hawks, as they're just cruising around here now, making their way all the way to the slot again. That gets deflected. Grand Falls is going to have to close up that slot area. No goalie wants to face that many shots in such a good scoring location. Hawks cycle it back. That's centered again. Here comes the D, and quick off the bar and out of play. Hawks win the draw. Millier, quick shot from the point. And that's straight on as nobody able to get in front for a screen or a tip. We'll redo that again on the other side. Refuse straight through. This time Grand Falls able to get it out, but just like that, your Hawks right back in the zone. Centering pass. Doesn't quite get through. That one squeaks by Amelia. Amelia is going to get a penalty for that one, as it looked like Grand Falls player tried to grab onto a stick, but nonetheless, when you're dominating this bad, things usually don't go good when a player gets tripped up, whether they were holding or not. Well, let's see how the penalty kill goes this time. As last game you seen goals in bunches by the Hawks during the penalty kill. Grand Falls wins the draw, puts it in deep. Grand Falls gets it to the point, quick shot, and Jaden gets his first shot on net. As even Grand Falls is cheering for that first shot. Grand Falls again able to win the draw, but Hawks player almost able to get to it first, but overskates it now. Grand Falls again. Trying to centering that pass. That gets tipped back to the side of the net. D to D, shot from the point. Jaden deflects that into the corner as he gets two shots in less than a minute. That's knocked down. It's called off. No high stick there. Grand Falls defenseman had to hold it in with his stick. Great job there as Boy's able to get to the puck and shoot it the length of the ice. Moncton gets a change. Grand Falls misses a pass here. Back the other way. Here comes Cormier. He overskates the puck. Now we got a 3-on-2 brewing up. Grand Falls tried to make one too many passes. Cormier comes back the other way. We got a drop pass that just sneaks by Fournette. Grand Falls missing a lot of their passes. Second passes, I should say. Through the neutral zone, and Moncton able just to pick up the puck and send it the length of the ice. Robbins teams are back to even strength. Moncton, Fournette to Arsenault. Arsenault to Fournette. And, oh, it's loose! Oh, Corby snake bitten again as he had an open net. On the slot. Oh, he makes the save again, looking for that rebound. He's made some good saves, but has struggled on a couple rebounds to find them. Arsenault lays the body. D to D to Millier. Millier will shake a big quick shot right up into the face piece of the goalie. Boudreau sends it in deep. Look at disgust on the Voyageurs as that puck went in deep again, and one of their players just had a little sigh, like, not again. They're looking worn down here now, as we're only halfway through the game. Millier back to the point now. Back to Boudreau. Boudreau down low, looking for a centering pass here. They're patient. Back to McPherson. McPherson walks up the boards, drops it to Millier. Millier back to Casey. Casey down low to Boudreau. Boudreau's going to walk it all the way around, and he just fires, doesn't miss by much. Casey along the boards now. McPherson comes in with a heavy arm. He's able to keep that puck in. Finally squirts out. We got an icing call. Hawks all over the Grand Falls team here. Agnew rolls it into the corner now. Picked up by Robichaud back to the point. There's a shot towards the net, but knocked down by our own player. Quick shot. Another high stick here, and it's going to be blown down as puck comes outside. High stick by our own Hawk player as they tried to knock in the rebound. Chipped out. Robichaud with a refuse. Refuse looking for the rebound, but that goes off the stick and into the goalie's glove. As Refuse was looking for some scraps. Teams battle along the side of the ice. Finally pops out. Agnew now back with it. Agnew under a little pressure. Flicked out of the zone. Agnew back to Cadet. Flicked back in. It goes off a Grand Falls player, so no icing. Grand Falls misses their pass again. Chipped in deep, however. First on is Robinson. Robinson, little chip and go. So he's able to get the puck up. Martin fires it right on the goalie. Puts it into the corner. Moncton goes for a change. Moncton doing a great job on their changes as they get the puck in deep. Now, lots of room here for a stretch pass. Oh, Robinson just fans on it as he was looking for Fournette at the blue line. Skated up, put it in, apply some pressure here, but picked up by Patrice, who moves it up to Fournette. Fournette over to Cormier. Quick shot on net. Goalie gloves that one down. Millier back into the corner to Arsenault. Arsenault across to St. Clair. St. Clair just tries to put that on net. Rebound. Oh, again, Cormier snake bitten as he had the whole open side and hits the goalie's pad, which I think was on the other side of the ice. Oh! And then we get a trickler rainbow shot. McPherson, he gets dropped in there. Quick shot from the slot. That just misses the net by not by much. Puck takes a weird bounce there, almost squirts back in front of the net as it tumbled now along the side of the boards. Both teams mucking it up. McPherson takes the worst of it now. Millier back to knock it out of the zone, put right back in. Richford stops it behind the net. Now Millier tries to play it up quick. And back go the Hawks. Big hit. One highlight. There hasn't been many for the Grand Falls team, but nice hit there. But Casey comes back and flattens his guy. Now Sinclair up to Millier. Millier now has got some room for a quick angled shot, and that gets deflected over the far side. Grand Falls tries. Godet holds it in, puts a shot off the side of the net. Back to Godet again as he works his way in. Now Robichaud gets it in deep. Battle behind the net. Hawks move it to the D. D to D. Agnew loading up. Shot that goes off a leg. Here's a chance. And that passes just off the mark. Grand Falls had a streaking player who may have had an opportunity to get a shot on net if they would have connected. Puck jumps around. Now Arsenault has that shot deflected up and out of play. Hawks again get it down low. Not a broken record, folks. The Hawks have just been outclassing Grand Falls here. Grand Falls just looking for an answer, and here might be one. Quick shot. Deflected in the quarter by Richford. Grand Falls able to get it in deep, but no pressure there. But Patrice had a little hiccup, but he's able to get the puck out. That goes off a player all the way down the ice, and he's going to call. It's not an icing, folks. It's a double penalty here as both players behind the play get mucked up in a little bit of still 5-on-5. The puck will go down into Grand Falls zone as that's where the puck was when the whistle blew. Cormier gets that back. Sinclair puts that wide. Now Cormier drops it back to Millier. Millier tries to go cross pass. He was looking for the shot, noticed nobody was there, and tried to make a play, but Grand Falls member seen that. Millier gets in for the pinch. Holds the zone. Fournette. Arsenault now. Arsenault's got lots of room here. No pressure at all. Gives it back to Cormier. Cormier, quick shot, and finally he finds the back of the net. Dominic Cormier just came back in time for tryouts as he had a couple pins put into a broken finger this summer. Still has 2 fingers wrapped together. Able to find the back of the net on that last one, though. Oh, big hit there as the puck gets cycled back. And now 2 players punching each other back and forth. To go, another double penalty here. Grand Falls missing 1 player. Oh, shot almost in. That fooled everybody, and that'll do it for the second period. Your Hawks up 5-0 after 2. Boys will go to the dressing room for a flood, and then we'll be back for 3rd period of action. All right, folks, welcome back to the third period. We got 20 minutes. Grand Falls puts their two guys in the box. Just before the end of that second period, we had a couple of penalties as players starting to show a little more frustration with the score being 5-0. Let's see how period number 3 goes. Right on goal. Jaden picks up another shot as that's only his third shot of the night. One thing we don't want to see is some bad habits on these Hawks players when you get up, start dominating. Let's see if they can dot the I's and cross the T's here in the third period. As Abel tries to skate through, he gets stick checked, but he's followed up by his teammate who brings it into the zone. That one's shot down, and we're going to get an icing. As one penalty ends, Richard back on the ice. McPherson still in the box. Grand Falls able to win the draw, but Fournette first on the puck. Cormier now gets it back up to St. Clair. St. Clair shot right on deflected. Fournette gets a stick on that, and that hops right over the top corner, far side. Here's another shot deflected off the side of the netting. Millier jumps that one, able to keep it in. Fournette over to Cormier, right on. Great opportunity there early. Now Arsenault gets support by Cormier. Cormier wraps it all the way around. Fournette going to be first on that. Cormier in there to help out. Cormier gets bumped. Fournette releases now, gets the puck over to Arsenault. And Arsenault is stopped. Quick shot from the point by St. Clair. Goes wide. Another shot by Millier off the stick and to the far side. This line's been dynamite here for the Hawks. Grand Falls trying to stir some energy. Hawks, shot just misses wide. Casey back to the far corner. Pass off the marker again. That's going to be an icing. As we've seen that play throughout the game. Defenseman trying to hit that neutral zone pass, but not on target. Here's a chance, 2-on-1. As that squirts by Robichaud. Finn on the shot. As that goes wide, that was the best chance of the game for Grand Falls, but unable to capitalize that time. Here they are again as they move the puck into the zone, but with no support. Puck chipped out. Back the other way come the Hawks. Quick shot on net. Again, goalie loses focus on where that rebound was going. Gaudet now able to stop Grand Falls. Back the other way we go. Grand Falls has to be careful here for too many men on the ice. They changed during that neutral ice transition. Gaudet back to pick things up here. He's got pressure. And that's stripped, but he's able to pick up the stick, but that's going to be a hooking penalty. As Gaudet was stripped of the puck. And in order to stop a great opportunity in the slot, he had to hook the hands of the Voyageurs player. And in the end, he's going to sit down in the box for 2. Grand Falls got a couple of scoring chances the first power play. Let's see what they can do here. As they look a little more rejuvenated here. Able to keep it in here, but relentless pressure by the Hawks as they try to muck things up. Great job there as Hawks player able to push the defender away. Millier fires it the length of the ice. Hawks forward showing their power there as they protect the puck and dump a Grand Falls defenseman in the process. St. Clair is going to be able to pick it up. Turns around, fires up to Fournette. Fournette going to have a chance, and a good chance here. That doesn't miss by much. That misses and goes all the way out of the zone. Hawks able to send it all the way down the ice again. Five seconds to go here in the Gaudet penalty. As he jumps on the ice. Teams are Moncton flexing their muscles on that penalty kill as they controlled the play for pretty much the whole 2 minutes. Cormier now moves his way in. Quick little backhand. That's right on, and the goalie covers that up. Gaudet from the slot. That's tipped to the corner. McPherson now throws the body. Gaudet with some pressure. Stops and goes the other way, but that off the mark for McPherson. Grand Falls is going to be first on the puck here. Millier misses his target. And that's going to be an icing the other way. Grand Falls trying to spark some energy over there. Just being overpowered, but you can bet they're just trying to hope for one. Puck chipped in by Martin. Big hit in the far end there. Moved back the other way by Robichaud. Robichaud turns and fires. That hits the player in the chest, and back go Grand Falls the other way. Here's Grand Falls trying to make something happen here, but both players end up in the same piece of real estate, unable to make anything happen there. Millier up the boards. Chipped in by Refuse, and they'll go for a change. New legs on for the Hawks. Chipped all the way in by Grand Falls. That squirts out. Diving attempt, tried to get centered, picked off. As Richard jumps the rush, trying to look for something. The puck skips off Arsenault's stick, however. Grand Falls first on the puck. They dump it to nobody, however. Wrapped around the boards, but not out. Knocked off the puck, puck down into the Hawks zone. Grand Falls goes for a change. Agnew dumps it in deep on the backhand. Casey's going to be first in on it. He's able to hold it down as he waits for McPherson to help out. Off the boards, but Gaudette's able to keep it back in deep. Casey. Puck squirts out in front of the net. Goalie jumps on that, and that'll slow things down as both teams again get some fresh legs. Draw controlled by the Hawks as he walks straight in, just off the side of the post there by Robichaud. Robichaud in. Small bump. Millier now. Big and strong, able to easily protect the puck. Keep it in deep. St. Clair now back the other ways. St. Clair jumps in to hold that in. Millier down low now. He tries to funnel that out front. Still loose. Out front, Millier, quick shot. There goes the water bottle as we got a Bardowski. It's official. All three returning players have put their stamp to the back of the net. Puck kept in by Robinson. Cormier back out to Fournette. Fournette, quick shot. Didn't get all the wood he wanted on that. Goalie able to put that aside to the corner. Now Richard, D to D to Robinson. Robinson right on. Goalie puts that behind the net. Now Fournette. Cormier back to Robinson. Robinson down low to Cormier. Cormier's worked his way up to the D side. He skates through. He's going to have some room to walk in and quick shot. Goes off the side of the net. He's got a chance. Quick shot. Snipe. Low blocker. Grand Falls, another shot on net from outside the zone. Oh, that one almost. Knocks that down and covers it. Five to go here in the third. Commanding 7-0 lead by your Moncton Hawks. Millier. It's that pass over to Robichaud, who drops it. Nobody there to pick it up, however, and big Big boom. Oh, giveaway here out front. Quick chance. Puck still loses. The players bat around at it. Finally in the net, but the ref blew the whistle as he was on the far side of where all the action was, and he couldn't see the puck, so he blew it down. Maybe a little too early, but nonetheless, we'll get a draw in the offensive zone. Hawks straight through on the draw. Quick shot, and that squirts in. As I'm not sure who got that goal. You get the puck on net enough times, and a squeaky one's bound to go in. I'm not sure how many shots Moncton has on this goalie, but he's definitely been peppered. Hawks again. Walking out. Quick shot. Rebound. Another shot. Scores as Millier jumps in on the rush. Tough one to watch now, folks. Not if you're a Moncton fan, but nonetheless, you don't want to see a team getting blasted like this. As Grand Falls just looking to finish up last few cuts on their team and try to get their group together and work over some stuff so that they're able to compete this year. Much smaller area of people to pick from. It's going to be an icing, but they call that off, probably just to keep the clock going here. Burnett now. Oh, and they call that one offside as Cormier tries to stretch out his leg just to hold himself on. It's quiet in here now, folks. You can't even hear the kids eating their popcorn. Quick shot right on. Last 2.5 minutes feeling like 10. Hawks back in action tomorrow, 3:15 as they take on Miramichi. Casey now behind the net. Tries to cross pass it over to Boudreau. Just skips out of his reach. McPherson now on the puck. He tries to center it. Quick shot just wide. McPherson again sends a little bump, and here comes Boudreau with an even bigger one. Now Gaudette working through. Here's Boudreau, quick shot. Off the goalie's blocker and up and over the net. Hawks player gets sandwiched there. McPherson looking for the centering pass that squeaks through. Back down low goes Boudreau to McPherson. McPherson tries to center that one to Gaudette. He wheels and deals, cuts through. They're going to call a penalty on that. Probably shouldn't have with the score 9-0, but that's dropped back to the defender, but a little bit out of the reach of St. Clair. Last minute to go here. The final period. Robichaud. Millier's jumping the rush here as Refuse covers back for him. A little centering go there, but Refuse back to Millier. Millier walks in, quick shot. He's got a hard one goalie again, unsure where that rebound was. Quick shot. A quick pass up the way for Grand Falls, but Grand Falls jumps the play, and that's just offside. 12 seconds to go here in the final period. Last chance here as centering pass, saved by the goalie, and we're going to get one more whistle with just under 4 seconds left in the game. After 2 games, folks, your Hawks are 2-0, looking good. 2 games tomorrow, starting at 3:15 against your Miramichi, and then the final against the arch rival, Dieppe Flyers. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good night.
I'm entertained.